Hi YouTube, how you doing? It is your opinionated bestie here giving you the 411 on pop culture. You might be asking yourself, Kevin, why are you dressed like a pirate today? And the reason is, mind your own business. We are here to talk about Normani. And why are we here to talk about Normani is because she kind of pissed me off right now. Now, I want to start off and say that I am a huge fan of Normani. I have always been a huge fan of Normani. I have loved Normani since Fifth Harmony, and I've loved Fifth Harmony since X Factor. I was there from Miss Moving On, and the eventual indefinite hiatus that broke the harmonizer's heart, including mine. So what I saw today was that Normani has finally performed her debut album, Dopamine. Performed it at a Spotify event. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of a timeline of Normani and her solo career. Now, for true fans of Normani, you know that she kind of played around with her sound. She did a couple singles with Calvin Harris. She did Waves, if anybody remembers that, little R&B number. But the one that everybody knew her from was Motivation, okay? And I was the biggest fan of Motivation. When I tell you guys I'm a fan, I'm telling you I'm a fan. Motivation came out my senior year of college, and I love the song so much that I learned the dance, and I was teaching the dance to my classmates so that we could perform it at like a college event. We know that Motivation came out in August 2019. Okay, Normani after that, she was kind of stagnant. She didn't release any other music. She performed Motivation once or twice. One was at the VMAs, another one was at a influencer award show. And then after that, we didn't really see any activity coming from Normani. We saw 2 years later, almost the same date, in July 2021, we saw Wild Side get released, and that accompanied another music video, which we also saw her perform that on the VMAs. And also the Fenty show. She then came out with a couple other singles, like Fair. Eventually, 3 years after Wild Side, we finally got Dopamine handed to us, which was released this year, actually June 2024. And Normani did a press tour for it. Now, she stated herself that the tour that she did for this album release and the album release process was not exactly what she had in mind originally.
The words are roll out.
There's been so much prior to even the rollout that has kind of affected the outcome.
Basically, it was just sloppy, to be honest with you. It was very underwhelming for the amount of time that the fans had spent trying to get this album out of her. And she did a couple of release parties. I know she did one in Los Angeles, actually. But after that, it was kind of silent. We didn't get any visuals for the album. We didn't get the Candy Paint music video, which she was on the record for promising it when she went on the Terrell show.
I saw the Candy Paint video. I don't need help seeing the vision. I already saw it. And it's great.
She had filmed the video, and Terrell himself had seen the video, but the video for some reason never came out. And now, almost 4 months later, to the release of the Dopamine album, she has finally had a performance from that album. This is insane to me, you guys, okay? Now, I need to vent a little bit here because Normani, I love you dearly. But the truth is, there's a couple of things that I feel like are at play with Normani. Now, one of those things, and I feel like she has a lack of social media presence. She has talked about it herself that during her time in Fifth Harmony, she basically did an interview where she called Camila Cabello, when they were formerly in Fifth Harmony, she had called her quirky.
Camila. Very quirky. Quirky? Yeah, very quirky. Cute. Quirky. Cool.
People that were fans of Camila Cabello and Fifth Harmony, but were not fans of Normani, basically tweeted a bunch of racist things that kind of forever changed her perception of social media. She said that she became a lot more reclusive toward her presence and how much she was willing to kind of put out about herself.
I've had a really bad experience with social media a few years back, like cyberbullied, pictures of me, images, like racial comments and remarks being made. And I think that kind of, it really did shift my perspective when it comes to social media.
If you take a look at her Instagram, you can see that she has very curated images about her. She doesn't release really videos, reels, photos that are not professionally taken. But here's the issue with Normani is that she doesn't go to many events. So it's not like she has a constant flow of photos that are coming in of like different outfits, different events she's attending. She has like a photo like every month, maybe once a month, that she's sharing with the public. And then every other photo after that is basically an endorsement, sponsorship from Uggs or from like some beauty company. So we really don't get to see who Normani is. And take it from me as a fan of her, I watch all of her interviews. I'm slowly, very slowly getting to know who she is, and also just the way that social media works in general. If you are not constantly uploading, constantly kind of in people's faces, you do run the risk of being forgotten by people. If your record label or your management team sucks at promoting you, then you are then responsible for promoting you. I feel like she didn't put much effort into promoting herself. If you're not yourself streaming the album or paying attention to, her newest uploads, you can really forget it. And that's the thing about marketing, is that people are not going to necessarily listen or click on it the first time that they see something. People usually click on something the 5th or 6th time that they see something. And if you're not wanting to connect with fans, then you better be going to events every other day, because the fans want to see, okay, then at least like, what is she wearing? We want to feel some sense of connection with you. Also, the other thing that is perfectly within your power is doing a live stream, doing a cover of a song, of your own song, doing a live version of it, filming it for YouTube. I just don't think that Normani yet has that stardom where she can kind of step away completely. Like, I'm sure with all the endorsements, with the brand deals, that she is financially in a decent place. I mean, I just saw her show off her home in like a recent YouTube video. She's totally fine financially. But the question is, what do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for your music, or do you want to be known for just being a celebrity? And I think that she has just so much to give in terms of entertainment. Now, another question that a lot of people are kind of maybe asking themselves is Normani's time over? I think a lot of the new girls have actually really taken from Normani, not in a malicious way, but have kind of taken that edge that she had with the dancing entertainment and have really channeled it to their own brands. For example, Tate McRae, who I love, she was a dancer before she was a singer. She has incorporated dance into a lot of her performances, and she's cited Normani as an inspiration for her. Tyla, I think she is another beautiful girl. She has also incorporated a lot of dancing, a lot of visual elements to her performances. And the last point that I want to make about Normani is the talent portion. So I feel like Normani is someone to me that is an entertainer. Now, I do think that Normani does lack vocally in her ability, but I think that is okay. She's not this huge vocalist like Beyonce or Adele. Like, she's not like that. She is a little bit more of like in the lane of like Selena Gomez. Tonally have a very interesting, beautiful texture to their voice. They might not have a huge range, but they have an identifiable sound, and I feel like that's what Normani is. I think that Normani struggles with a lot of self-confidence in her voice, and I feel like if she just leans into it and allows weaknesses to still shine through. For example, like Taylor Swift. To me, I actually like listening to Taylor Swift. She is not the biggest vocalist on the planet, but Taylor Swift has so much fun on stage. She uses the vocals that she's been given. I just think Normani is such a star, and I really just want to see her develop. I really want to see her continue with music and put out another album that she is proud of. I want to feel that she also wants this. And if she doesn't, then that is okay as well. You know, we'll be accepting of it. But let us know, okay, Normani? Because I don't want to be waiting here for another album for music or something like that. But I'll be watching. That is it for today's video, you guys. I thank you guys so much for watching it. Bye, everybody.